The Illinois Supreme Court upheld the state's ban on assault weapons. It was a 4-3 vote. Earlier this year, the justices upheld temporarily a new state law barring the sale of some semi-automatic guns and large-capacity magazines. The court denied an emergency challenge request from people who sought to put that law on hold while their challenge continues in the courts. People who legally own the banned guns and the magazines would be able to keep them, but the weapons must be registered with law enforcement. So let's go to Paul Lisnek, our political analyst here at WGN. Paul, are you there?
Lourdes, Larry, good morning.
All right, good morning to you. Let's get your initial thoughts on this ruling.
Well, one small surprise that won't matter to most people, but the decision was 4-3. And so everybody, there was a lot of, press from Republicans that the Democratic nominees for the Illinois Supreme Court were getting payments from Pritzker for their campaigns of $1 million. And, it was sort of suggesting that their votes were both. Well, one of the three dissenting votes comes from that new Democrat, Mary Kay O'Brien, who voted with the minority. So it just goes to show justices will often vote the way they feel about things and what they think is right, and not just because somebody gave them a contribution. That being said, the decision itself is no surprise. And for people who, are all happy about having this ban in place, we should warn them that there is another case going on in the federal system. Truthfully, that's probably the one that's going to determine where this law ends up. There's very little doubt this one day in the next year or two gets to the U.S. Supreme Court, and that's where the decisions get made. But for now, in Illinois, the assault weapons ban is upheld.
So maybe to give us a sneak peek of that, Paul, what is the central argument? Does it have something to do with how popular the weapon is?
I would tweak that comment a little bit, Larry, but let me also take a step back and say, first of all, in this case, the court is saying, you know what, plaintiffs, you didn't really argue the U.S. Constitution's Second Amendment. Your focus is on the Illinois Constitution, and so they were rejecting a lot of the arguments, some of them sort of technical. There's something called the 3 readings rule. We won't waste our viewers' time with that, but the bottom line is this decision didn't get into this deep conversation of the Second Amendment. It sort of dismisses a lot of things. One of the other key arguments here was, hey, you're allowing retired police officers and military, they get to keep their weapons. That violates equal protection, because how can you treat them differently? And the court said, no, that doesn't violate equal protection, because they were previously entitled to have those weapons, and they're continue to do it. So one by one, the court shoots down all of these things. The tweak on your question, Larry, is it's not that these are popular weapons, but it's this definition that you have of when you have a Second Amendment right to a gun, what does that mean? And, of course, the argument for people who want this ban is to say that these assault weapons are very different from anything the founders would have perceived could come into play. And the folks who don't want this ban would basically say, well, no, they're popular weapons today, and that's the way it goes. So I think that's not where this kind of focuses. Ultimately, the Supreme Court will have to deal with the recent decision where they said people have a right to carry guns outside their home. This takes it to the next level, which is, and can that be any kind of gun you want? We don't know yet.
Yeah. Paul, Kamala Harris in town today. How much should we expect her to talk about this today? What will she say?
Well, I think what we'll get is she'll probably address it since she's here, and she will compliment Illinois, and she'll compliment J.B. Pritzker, and she'll have good things to say about the Democrats in the state. But I don't know that she'll go much further in terms of saying that this battle continues, because I'm not so sure this is a prime issue for her while she is here today.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, guys. Happy weekend.
You too. It's 9:20.